holiday gift from Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac begins next week. The mortgage giants, along with several banks, are suspending foreclosures and evictions until January.
Since 2009, 2.5 million homes have been lost to foreclosure, and another 4 million are at serious risk, even with new government programs that are supposed to help homeowners who are in trouble. Financial contributor Carmen Wong Ulrich has more on this morning, and great to see you, Carmen.
Good morning.
But so far, these programs just haven't helped. They haven't panned out. Why do you think that is?
Well, the Government Accountability Office, the GAO, did a survey back in the spring of the housing counselors, the folks supposed to help people with foreclosure prevention, and they found that 60% of them said that here's the deal. They actually lost documentation. This is the servicers and the lenders lost the documentation. 54% said that it took too long to process, so folks ended up going into foreclosure anyway. And 42% felt that the applicants were wrongly denied, usually because of a miscalculation about their assets or their income.
So the counselors and the banks are saying different things?
They are. Well, here's the thing. The banks are saying, listen, we have a historical housing collapse, and we just did not have the personnel available and trained to actually deal with this. But if you look at the way mortgages are made and created in the past, mortgages, you owed the bank, right? Well, we know that mortgages were packaged up, sold off, so maybe you owe about 30 people. It's like untangling a big crochet.
What percentage of mortgages, by the way, are sold off now?
A large percent, especially with the big banks. But this is not something that's common anymore, but this is what's happened. So do you actually owe that lender? Who does the lender owe in terms of that debt obligation?
Oh, you're saying who? I see what you're saying.
How many
of them are in the hands of another lender? Because, that is a big issue.
And it's very hard to tell. Also, don't forget that during the housing boom, a lot of folks ended up with second mortgages, HELOCs. So you don't just have to satisfy one mortgage lender who satisfies a whole bunch of other folks, but another bank as well. And getting them all to play together is a very difficult thing.
And partly due to that, these government programs that have been put out to help millions of homeowners have, as a result, helped very small numbers of homeowners.
Yeah, let's take a look. There's several programs out there. The HAMP program, this is a Home Affordable Modification Program. It was developed back in 2009. It's set to end next year. It was designed to help 3 to 4 million people, and it's only helped about 800,000 people, so that unfortunately didn't do well. HARP, this is something that we've heard a lot more about lately. It's the Home Affordable Refinance Program, and that is set to end at the end of 2013, designed to help about 4 to 5 million people. It's helped about 930 million people so far, and by the end of the program will help fewer than 2 million. And there's one more program, and this one really fell completely flat. This is the Federal Housing Administration Short Refinance Program, and this one was designed to help almost 1 million people, and it's only helped a couple hundred people.
Wow, look
so
at that.
That really fell flat.
So none of these programs have been all that effective. What do you, if you're still in a rough situation, which a lot of people are, what do you do right now?
Well, here's the thing. For any of those programs, I do recommend that you go to those programs first, and that's at makinghomeaffordable.gov. That's the government website. But you need to get people to help you through this process. So get a nonprofit housing counselor. First, go to HUD.gov. That's from the Housing Urban Development Corporation. Get a housing counselor from there, and NFCC.org, the National Foundation of Credit Counseling. Get a nonprofit housing counselor. And remember, there's a lot of foreclosure fraud assistance out there, a lot of fraud. So be very, very careful.
And speed, obviously, is important here, too.
Speed,
you got to
get
move
a
on
team
these
together.
people. Force them. Carmen Wong Ulrich, thank you. We appreciate it.